Hi, welcome to another episode of Creating Cultures that Outperform. I'm Frank Warner. I'm the CEO of People Productive. I'm here with my co-host, Terry Mays. Welcome to using the
Oh,
positive persuasion. So, Terry, you want to introduce yourself? I'm cutting you off already. My God.
no problem at all. So
Yeah.
I'm Terri Mays. I'm a certified culture engineer with emphasis on helping companies bring out the best in their people.
And I'm the founder of People Productive. We help companies actually use talent the most effective way possible by leveraging the full-time talent energy of their workforce, understanding where they can use it better, and building high performance cultures as a result, where people put down roots and stay. So we're thrilled to have you here for this weekly show. We know people have been joining regularly, and we got a question about why should we attend every week? And in the new world of work, people are the most important tool in every company. Yet leaders were never given a talent operators manual. We would like you to view this as essentially week by week, you are building a talent operators manual, getting instructions as a leader or coworker on how to most effectively get the best out of the people you work with or who work for you. So, join us each week to get a better understanding of the human side of your organization and begin to apply what you learn to build a better culture. So that's where we are.
Yes.
Um,
Well done.
Thank you. So, the power of positive persuasion. Let's talk about this. As a leader in today's world, command and control is gone. It used to be command and control. You give assignments, people do them. Aye, sir. We'll go take care of it. That world is long behind us, even though a residue of that remains. And the problem with the command and control world was people really didn't have to build skills to persuade people, to influence people to do things. So you need to understand what human factors are within reach of you as a leader to get people to give their best because you can't take it.
That's
And
right.
that is the backdrop to today's meeting. This is a great leadership competency that you can use to build a culture that outperforms. It's one way.
That's right. A lot of times leaders want to lead with that brute force. I'm going to force you to do things. People have the option these days. They can actually not bring their best self to work. They can decide that they don't want to give you all of their resources, and that's perfectly acceptable. So what we're doing in this show is trying to give you some tools and some tips to help you create the best environment possible for the people that work with you, for people that are even, you can translate these into your home with your family and other people that you're around.
Yeah, so we're going to play a video today. You're going to see a group of people who are attempting to get individuals to contribute money to a good cause. So this is, you got to persuade them, right? They don't work for you. These are people who don't have to give, and it's taking place at a university campus, and it's a social experiment. So let's look at the first piece of this. People aren't giving. Can you hear the buzzer? Okay, so now what's going to happen is they're going to now approach students and not just ask them to give. They're going to actually have a sign they hold up that thanks them for giving and talks about what the benefits of other people who've given have created. And now, so instead of just walking up and verbally describing something, they're showing a reason why people should actually give something. And this is important, right? Why should somebody work on a project? What's in it for them? Is it going to make them feel better? What are they accomplishing? What is the meaning and purpose of that? So you can see here, donation, thank you. It's like for helping students. And it talks about the number of people who've actually gotten extra meals and things down below. You'll see that as we go into this. Tara, thoughts, setup thoughts?
Yes. So, in the first clip, people were asked to give, and they weren't necessarily given a whole lot of um, explanation, or they weren't told how many people they can benefit by giving. They were just asked for, donate to this charity. And we all get those asked all the time in the marketplace. You go to a store and there's a little jar for you to give. But what they're showing in this second part of the clip is what happens when people say thank you after they get the gift, and when they're told how their gift is making a difference. So they're connecting their gift with the why it matters, and that's the part that you're going to see in this next portion of the clip.
Right, so let's play it. Let's see what happens. In the first one, 6 out of 20 people gave. Now, very simply, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's stop it here. Okay, so, quite simply, 6 out of 20 people gave when they were asked to donate to apparently a very good cause. In the second one, we see 16 people donated. So when they held up that sign, which gave the rationale, people found meaning behind it and were motivated to actually give. And this is very instructional. We'll talk about it. Right, Tara?
Right, right. And so the next phase, they go from explaining, but to also giving a thank you note to say, this is, thank you for your gift. So now they've connected their gift with the why they're giving, and they also thank them for their giving. So think about this in the workplace as, people are coming to work with a set of gifts and talents that they have. And then as they come to work, we ask them to do certain things. They complete those tasks. And now we're going to explain why they need to do what they're doing, as well as give them a thank you, show some sort of appreciation. So that's kind of the flow of this video.
Yeah, and these people, had given money and they're coming back and giving them a thank you note, soliciting an additional contribution. And these are just a handwritten thank you note, which oftentimes, when people put time and energy into doing something personal, they took the time to write and create this note. They didn't just go buy one, which is less effort and energy. It has a real impact on the people. So let's
Yes.
see what happens, Marcelo. Thank you note. They're digging deep. So there we go. Okay, so you saw that. Out of the people who donated before, you got another group giving a second donation because of the gratitude. They've been
Yes.
given a thank you note. It's gratitude. They had already given money and now they're being shown gratitude. So they're encouraged to give more. And that's true at work, right? People can give more of themselves because they feel that gratitude and they're like, I like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, listen, we have a question whether
Louise.
it's home or job or
Hi,
school
Louise.
leadership, proper communication is key.
Yes, absolutely. You want to make sure that you connect things back to the why. So, whatever people are doing, they need to understand why. And not just so that they get the understanding of why, but when you get the why, you get to the meaning. And once you start understanding the true meaning of what's happening, you can bring a different level of attention to it as opposed to just being told, go and do these things.
Mhm.
People really want to understand that connection to why it's important. Why does it matter? This is all a very great lesson to see that's being played out with something very simple like a thank you note. But in the workplace, this translates extremely well. As you are giving thank yous and appreciating people in the workplace, they want to bring more of themselves to the workplace. They want to do a better job. People naturally want to please, they want to meet expectations, they want to do what is asked of them. Most people, generally, that are working in any sort of environment, you want to do what you're being asked to do. You want to make sure you're doing your part. And so providing those thank yous and sharing the meaning behind why you need them to do what they're doing, it just takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really just so true. And Shante has also here, yes, so true. People do more when they understand. Absolutely right on the money. The more information they have, and that is what these comments are leading to, as you take the time to thoughtfully explain why something matters to somebody, how what they're doing is going to benefit, the customers, the rest of the people in the company, right? Because everybody's going to thrive together. This is super, super important and disposes people to give more of themselves to get the job done. They're much more willing to do it. And you can't take that extra energy and motivation from them. They have to give it. So we're in a world where influence and positive persuasion mean you've got to tap these human needs that create drives and motivations in people. And the deeper you meet the emotional needs of the people and unlock different drives and motivations, the more they're going to produce for you, the better they're going to work for others. And let's just chat about gratitude. And, gratitude affects the human brain, right? People start to release chemicals that make them feel better. Mood is contagious. So now you've unleashed this positive contagion into the environment as well. And what goes around comes around. So they're going to show gratitude to somebody else for something. And you're going to unleash these positive contagions in the workplace. And
Yes.
this is just huge, huge.
Yes. Gratitude is a great way to use that positive persuasion. So when you're grateful for something and you're genuine, so this is another one of those things, you can't fake it. You really do have to be genuinely grateful for the acts that people are doing, taking the time out of their busy day to do whatever it is that you've asked them to do, or to put special attention, or if someone goes out of their way to work on something that's not necessarily in their job description, but they're helping somebody out. All of these
Yeah.
things, you really do want to take the time to be grateful, genuinely grateful for what they're doing. And that in turn makes people want to do more. It's just the way we're created. We're hardwired for
Yes.
reciprocity. If you do something good to me, I immediately want to do something good to you. That's just how we're made. So use that to your advantage in the workplace by creating environments where people feel like they can give and they can go over and beyond. And when they do, reward them. Say thank you, pat them on the back, make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
It will only create a bigger environment where people want to give even more.
Yes, without a doubt. And interestingly, we see gratitude in that very last segment there where they're giving them a thank you note. But there also is this element of human reciprocity. When you do something nice for somebody, they want to reciprocate. And so somebody took the time to write a note. So you see human reciprocity acting here too, and they're giving more as a result. So reciprocity is a very powerful human drive because humans are wired to succeed together as a tribe. They weren't wired to be an individual, living alone out somewhere. They're wired to be with other people. So much of the wiring is about thriving together. And, we lost a lot of that along the way. And it's a shame because this is a natural state of people. So when you create an environment where these things start to really happen and they're more organic and spontaneous, and as you as a leader start doing this, other people are going to imitate you because that's also what humans do. They want to imitate, those people who are in positions of power, or celebrities or whatever it is. So they start adopting and embracing these things. And that is really powerful because you're unlocking energy that's going to take people to higher levels of performance collectively. And it's amazing what humans who are really, really motivated with a lot of drive and kind of that shared cohesion, what they can accomplish.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, Marcelo, will you bring up the key takeaways? So, we've been talking about this power that we can harness with positive persuasion. The power of positive persuasion. That's not the right one,
Oh,
Marcelo.
hey, Marcel, that's last week's. Oh, we may have our first Terri and Frank creating cultures at Outperform ever on a show.
Our blooper reel.
Yeah,
There we
we
go.
got the blooper. That's the blooper. We gotta save these. That was great. Thank you, Marcelo.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we've been talking about this power that you can harness with positive persuasion. Nobody wants to be treated like an animal in a workplace. They don't want to have negative reinforcement in the workplace. So being able to use that positive persuasion to get people to do things that, you want them to genuinely tap into their humanity to do it because it's the right thing to do, not because you coerce them or you're forcing them, you're mandating that they do something. You really want to tap into that positive side of persuasion and encourage and allow the natural instincts of humanity to take over. So when you begin to help people, you get some sense of meaning from that. You get gratitude from just being able to make a difference in somebody's life. And it creates that feeling of appreciation. When you're thinking about positive persuasion, think golden rule. Think about mutual benefit. So treating others the way you want to be treated. This is what this positive persuasion is all about, and reciprocity that we're talking about is making sure that you're doing things out of a genuine place so that people in turn respond back to you out of a genuine place. So it encourages those positive actions without direct command. So you're not having to force people to do anything. They're tapping into their individual better nature. So they want to do good because good has been done to them. And we've seen this happen many times on the negative side. That whole eye for an eye. If you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. That's just part of our natural wiring. So use that on the positive side. Your move next is to say thank you more often and watch how people respond. Really be genuine in that thank you and sincere, and watch how it makes a difference in people. They will really begin to tap into those reserves that Frank mentioned earlier. We all come to work and we have reserves. We can give a little bit more, but we're waiting for a leader that can come and unlock that potential. And that's really what these sessions are about, teaching you how to unlock that potential that's inside of each person to make
Yes.
your workplace better.
These are the tools you use to build a great culture where people feel great coming into work. They start to put down roots. And we do have another very nice comment here. The actions of a leader are always represented by the results of his team. That is so true.
Yes.
Culture is a mirror. It is your reflection. What is getting done or not getting done under you is really the reflection. And appreciate that. Thank you. Excellent comment. So true.
Is a powerful tool. Absolutely.
Please is a powerful tool. Wow. Absolutely. All those things we learned when we were little are just so true.
Yes. Please and thank you. Being
Yeah.
sincere and genuine, that will take you very far as a leader.
So, as you said about undertaking getting work done, think of it in this light, and if you have questions on, hey, we're trying to get something done, do you have any things we could do to tap the human spirit or tie into the humanity? You should reach out to Terry and I. We appreciate you coming and we'd love to interact with you and actually help you. So, we do this People Productive as just a give back to society to try to make a difference. And that's why we're here. So if we can help you, we're happy to.
Yes, absolutely. We'd love to hear from you on LinkedIn, and please follow us. Follow People Productive on LinkedIn so that you get all of the latest posts that we have, as well as about all of the events. We're working on a course in Teachable that we're excited to launch pretty soon. So
Yep.
you'll get the latest and greatest information from us when you follow us on LinkedIn. So make sure you do that.
Mhm. Fabulous. So, listen, we really appreciate you coming. There's going to be tips every week. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. And look, gratitude. We got gratitude. Shantae said, great session. Oh,
Yes. Thank you, Shantae.
I love that. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. It's
Thanks, Dan.
always
Always a great show. Yeah, fabulous. Hey, Jessica, thank you as well.
Thank you, Jessica.
Listen, absolutely love having people here and take advantage of us, reach out. We're here for you, really. Anything we could do to make the world a better place, we're happy to do it.
Yes, thank you.
So please join us next week, same time, same place. We're going to be covering another very interesting topic. I think You'll learn something. And if you do miss, you can always go to People Productive and watch the show later.
Yes.
There on at the People Productive company page on LinkedIn. And super, feel free to go back to past episodes if you missed them. We try to keep it interesting. There's always something to learn. I'm learning all the time, and even as we go out and do these things and do some prep work, I learn things.
Yes.
It's great.
Thanks, Cecily, for joining.
Yes. Thank you. So I would like to just wish you all a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next Wednesday, 3 p.m.
Next time.
Yeah. Thanks for your participation. Super duper. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.